So I'm convinced that there are no good single men. I want to be wrong about this. I truly want to be wrong about this. But the more that I date, the more I find not good men. And the more that I talk to people about men that are single, I hear bad things about them, or like I experience them while I'm dating. So somebody convince me that I'm wrong. Somebody give me some hope. I don't know. I'm disheartened and convinced that it's impossible.
Can I please have tips on the vetting process as a feminine lady?
I think women get confused when it comes to men. You don't have to guess if a man likes you. If he's not putting in energy and effort towards you, he doesn't like you. Even a busy man will show you glimpses of what he's able to do for you, with you, around you, and involving you. If a man likes you and he wants you, he will show you. If I hang out with you and I don't hear from you for a week, you are no longer eligible to pursue me in a romantic way. If you don't reach out to me, you don't like me. And we as women make it so difficult. The truth of the matter is, a man that wants you is going to go and get you. So if you had a great experience and a great time with someone and then they stop, communication drastically slows down, they aren't interested.
I think there are a lot of, I will say, I represent a lot of very high net worth men, and I represent a lot of women who are married to or marrying high net worth men. I have seen a trend lately in high net worth men. When you ask them about what they offer for first dates, they often don't flex their wealth on first dates. Does this person, like Conor McGregor said, don't eat with people you wouldn't starve with. You know, and I think that there is value in saying, look, if IHOP isn't good enough for you, I wouldn't take you, little Bernadette. Like, I wouldn't take you to the French Laundry if you wouldn't go to Chipotle with me, because you're going to eat at Chipotle a lot more than you eat at the French Laundry.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street that does not want to be bothered and ask him if he is single? I feel like I give off the most approachable vibes. I'm always smiling, looking pleasant, not looking at my phone. I don't wear my headphone. Literally never once. I've never been
I just think that at this point, you got to take it up with the ladies, not the men. Because between Drizzle and the whole bear versus man argument, and then all of these recent videos of women saying that men are terrible and they are man haters, I just think that it would be helpful to the men if y'all got your message straightened out. Because you can't have it both ways. You're going to have to deal with somewhat uncomfortable situations where somebody that you're not interested in actually approaches you and they think that you're attractive. And guess what? You can't be super insulted about it and then blame him for doing that. Or you don't deal with that and then you become the one that is approaching the guy. You're the one now that has to deal with the rejection and maybe even being called a creep. Guys are gonna love that.
All right, I don't know how I got here, but I am now on the princess treatment side of TikTok, where all these men are saying like, your girl shouldn't work at all, she should never have to pay a bill, there's no such thing as 50-50, and I treat my woman with gifts every day and pay all of her bills. The only thing she should have to worry about is looking pretty, getting her nails done. And where are these men? Because they don't exist where I live, and where do I sign up? I need one of those men, because that is literally what I deserve in life. So if anybody knows where to find these men, leave it in the comments, because I need to know.
But where are all the good men at? That's what women post online when accountability walks into the room, but they sprint for the exit. Bad behavior isn't remote controlled, it's chosen, and blaming someone else is how she stays a permanent victim. If influence forced behavior, nobody would fail, nobody would implode, nobody would torch their own life, but she will, repeatedly. Responsibility feels heavier than consequences, so villains get invented. And men are the perfect villains because they have leverage and power. They have resources, they're easy to point point at when your own decisions look terrible. Women who can't own their choices don't want truth. They want a scapegoat. And if you need someone else to blame, you already forfeited authority over your own life.
One of the biggest lies that married couples tell each other is we're just too busy. You don't lose intimacy overnight. You lose it in small daily ways. Less touching, less flirting, less laughing with each other. More phone time, more stress, more feeling like roommates instead of husband and wife. So, by the time that you actually lay down together at night, it is not that you don't have time. It's simply that you do not feel connected, because intimacy doesn't start at night. It starts in the way you talk to each other first thing in the morning, the way you kiss each other goodbye before you leave for work, the way you just hug each other in the kitchen, the small ways you make each other feel wanted during the day. The couples that stay connected don't just have less to do. They just refuse to put their marriage last. Because when the emotional connection is strong, the physical connection usually follows. But when that emotional connection disappears, intimacy starts to feel like a chore instead of a connection. And that's how marriages slowly turn into roommates.
There are 200 women in my comments that love the idea of forsaking men and going and living on a farm with our platonic wives and our queer boyfriends and our Highland cows and our llamas and our horses and our peace, because we are not dating men anymore. And I'm thinking, if we all pooled our money together, we could actually make communities like this happen. There are enough of us that really genuinely want to do this, and we all have the skills to make it happen. Do we need to start a GoFundMe?
How long do you think these all-female communes with a few men sprinkled in would last? How long do you think they would last before they need to call a straight man to come and fix their plumbing? I want to see them do this. I want to see them pool their money together and have an all-female commune.
A lot of these modern women, they think they're the prize. Looking raggedy, looking scraggly, they think they're the prize. They legit do, and it's become a huge problem. No, modern women don't want to put in the work. They want people to chase them around. They want people to pursue them and pay for this and do that, and put in absolutely no work at all. What man is going to do that?
I always tell people mind, body, soul. How are you taking care of your mind? How are you taking care of your body? How are you taking care of your soul? Every single day. And it's literally just a choice in the moment. Is this going to be good for me or not? Do I do this or not? And it's getting back in touch with your intuition, really. My divorce really taught me that, actually, because it was just such a shattering, life-changing, literally everything was ripped away within hours. And then it was like, I was just out here alone, like swimming, like, I'm like, okay, what do I do with my hands? What do I do now? So I was forced to tap in back to my intuition, to tap into divine source, God, creator energy that we all have within us. And I would literally, before I would do things, what would my higher self do? And then boom, that hit of intuition.
What a beautiful statement. What would my highest, most evolved version of Liz, what would she do? How would she act? How would she feel?
Yes, because there's so many emotions that come with breakups, heartbreaks, divorce.
But divorce and what's considered to be rock bottom is actually such a beautiful place to be, because that's where all illusions break.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nowhere else to go. So all illusions break.
Yes.
And it's such a beautiful place to be, because it's the most authentic, raw form. And you can decide and dictate, do I want to play victim or do I want to move forward with grace?
Yes. Yes. Thank you for saying that.
That's it.
Bring back yearning. Bring back yearning. Why aren't we yearning? Why aren't the men yearning?
Oh, darling, we men are yearning. Yearning for a little peace and quiet from all you ladies who told us to just go away and leave you alone. All you ladies who are now upset that we listened to you and did just that. We're yearning for y'all to stop talking out of both sides of your mouth and to grow up and go be the strong, independent boss who don't need no man y'all claim to be. We're yearning for you to just leave us the f*** alone already and stop bothering us. So, how about y'all do that so we can all go enjoy our lives without your petty, childish, silly little games already. Okay?
Username checks out, doesn't it? But let's take a brief moment and think about the message this particular comment is really trying to send. It is stating that misogyny is worse than misandry. Now, I don't think anyone's in denial of the fact that misogyny is terrible, and that occasionally, yes, women do leave the plane of existence before their time due to misogyny, and that is awful. However, I would argue that misandry can have the same effect on men. It may not be as often, but to deny it would be living in a bubble devoid of reality. But most often, misandry, yes, it does hurt men's feelings, and it affects their mental health. And there are so many men every year that shuffle off this mortal coil by using their own hands that it's really a tragedy. But at the end of the day, misogyny and misandry are two sides of the same coin. They are hatred for a person over a characteristic about themselves that they cannot control. And if this was about skin color, I don't think there'd be much argument over the fact that it would be wrong to hate someone for a characteristic about themselves that they can't control. But if it's about their gender, oh, well, that's okay. I'm actually surprised they didn't put that misandry is a response to misogyny, because that often follows this particular comment. But hate is hate, and it needs to be stopped.
Women break up with a man 6 months before they break up with them. Once you've grieved the relationship for months while you're still in the relationship, then you leave. But men are so literally dumb and narcissistic that they will treat you like for all of those months, and no matter how many times you tell them, like, I'm not going to deal with this anymore, I'm not going to deal with this anymore, they think because you keep taking them back, it's because you're genuinely accepting their behavior.
And where's the communication? Where's you trying to fix the issue? If you genuinely want to leave the relationship, why are you sticking around even longer? And you do realize when you stay in an unhappy relationship, but you're planning on leaving, that's still a choice, right? So he's not responsible for that. That's still your choice. It's weird to me how some women will play victim in these situations, acting like he was so horrible. But you staying in a relationship you're not satisfied with is also on you. And men are not dumb or narcissistic. I've noticed a lot of women don't communicate very well. Or they communicate and then they don't actually take action. They don't follow through with what they're promising will happen. And yeah, if you go quiet and you're peaceful to be around for a while, why would he expect any different? He can't read your mind. Maybe he thought, okay, things are kind of bad right now. Our relationship's not great, but she's still here, so clearly it's survivable enough. And let's be real here, some of us ladies, we go through some stuff with our hormones and such. We have moments where we lash out and we're pissed off, and then the next day we're good. I'm not justifying that behavior. I think you need to figure it out and you need to manage yourself. But a lot of men have dealt with that so many times where they don't always take you seriously because of that. So if you're known to freak out on him for no good reason, again, he's not gonna take it as seriously when you actually mean it. And if a man made a video saying, oh, women are dumb and narcissistic, that would be heavily shamed for him saying that. That would be unacceptable, but somehow it's acceptable when a woman says it? These generalizations are absolutely ridiculous.
Women goes viral for saying men are no longer persuasive with women. They ask you out on a date, you say no, that's it.
I mean, that's good.
I hear you.
I guess they want they want to feel wanted.
But that was the problem before when we was being over persistent. Just constantly hounding, hey, let me get your number. Hey, what's your name? Or see you in passing on numerous times, and just keep going.
Respecting it.
And that's a problem, which proves to the statement that you women do not know what you want.
Men don't know what they want either.
This is not about men.
But I just made it about men.
But this is not about men. This is about women stating that they feel like men are not giving enough. They're not putting their all into trying to holler no more, pretty much. That's crazy.
I don't know. I didn't do this. So
not saying you did, but just to see the narrative shifted now.
Yeah.
Nuts.
The wild thing about all of this is that even, a lot of women are finally seeing it now. Like you have articles, videos, and documentaries. Friends are still single after years. Oh, my friends are so great. Why are they still single? Looking around, waiting for something that's not there. It's not going to be there. Men have been telling you guys for years, and you laughed at it. Oh, that's you that didn't have any options. That's you that's an incel. That's you that's bitter. And now you're seeing it with your own eyes. And you don't know what to do. Men tried to warn you. We really did. Hey, you need to fix your attitude. You need to fix your character, who you are as a person. Stop doing the things that you do. You're not going to be able to get a man to keep a man. That's the thing. You can't keep a man. I'm trying to help you keep a man and you don't want to listen.
The way you describe this, you're a horrible person.
I'm working on it.
No, you're not. No, you're still making excuses on this call. You said if he didn't want to stay with me after cheating, he should have left. You have absolutely no accountability. You around on this man, and you're saying that instead of him cheating around on you, he should have left you because you were cheating.
Yeah, I feel like he made me feel under the impression that we were going to.
He didn't make you feel. You are in charge of your own feelings. See, this is what I mean. You're a grown woman sitting here lacking any accountability, blaming somebody else. And understand something.
No, I want to take accountability.
Ma'am, you haven't. No. Okay, well, the first way you take accountability is stop making excuses. What you did was absolutely horrible. You screwed his cousin? I don't care how young you were. I don't care. You weren't young. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean right here. I said, stop making excuses and look at what you do.
Okay.
You turn around and say, I was young. You weren't young. Why'd you have to go to his cousin?
Well, his cousin was actually the one who introduced us. I knew the cousin first, so.
Because you knew it would hurt him.
I guess.
You guess? He cheated on you one time and you decided to leave and take the child. And on the way out of the door, you had with his cousin. This is a woman talking about taking accountability.
I am taking accountability, Kevin.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not, man. No, you're not. You haven't said the least bit of remorse. And I said, if after y'all broke up, why'd you have to screw his cousin? Because we haven't even got to the bigger part. Why'd you have to screw his cousin and have his baby?
I did try. I mean, I'm not going to get into the full details of the pregnancy, but it happened, you know?
What? It happened. No, ma'am, you happened.
What to do when rich men in Europe don't approach? Start talking about how you like how American men are bold and masculine and will approach a woman and pay for everything. And how you wish there was more American men in Europe. Like the passport bros be doing. You know what? I can't wait for some American guys coming here. Say that real loud. They always pay for everything. They're such gentlemen. Or whatever other type of men pay for stuff. Like, it could be other countries, other nationalities of guys that come and pay for stuff. Name some other countries. It's like, yeah, because these European guys are like, oh my gosh. I start loud talking and talking about, I hope some Americans come in because they always love to pay for women. They're such gentlemen and they're so masculine.
I don't think there's a good man shortage. I think the good people you don't really see, and this is men and women, because they be in the house. They be working towards their goals. They be in the gym. They are doing things that make them better. And so they're not in the collective of what is loudest in society. But when you go on Instagram and what you see is people popping bottles every weekend, and what you see is people that only care about the bags and the shoes, and what you see is all of those things, it's no wonder why people think there's no good men. No, there's no good men at where you're going because you're focused on the wrong thing. Are you going to the gym? Are you going to the grocery store? Are you eating at healthy places? Are you going places where people actually care about themselves? Or are you going where people are going to celebrate and spend $1,000 a weekend? And for what? When they struggling to pay their rent every month. That's crazy to me. It doesn't make any sense, personally.
Do you think men get mad at women for not submitting, or are they embarrassed that they haven't earned it yet?
Ooh.
Like, you don't plan, you don't protect, you don't provide stability, then you look confused when the woman takes a lead.
If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. If that man has no leadership, if that man has no character, that man should not be dating.
All right, ladies, let's talk. I know why men are obsessed with golf. So for starters, I'm a golf girly. Golf is, yes, a man's sport. And ladies, if you don't get why your man disappears for 6 hours every Saturday to play golf, I'm about to decode this for you. Men are wired to solve problems. It's primal. Now imagine a game where you've got over 100 different problems in a row, and they're different every time. Maybe one shot's too short, too long, the weather, the ground. You get it. And here's the catch. No matter how good you get at this sport, there's always going to be another problem. And that is chef's kiss for the male brain, and these golf brands are genius for knowing this. It's not just a game. It's also a never-ending puzzle. And men don't just love golf. It's also man therapy. It's quiet, it's calculated, it scratches that, oh, I must figure that out itch without anyone telling me how. So the next time he's playing golf with his friends on a Saturday and he's not texting you back, don't panic. Don't worry, he's just out there solving the world's most tiny personal problems, and we really just have to support that.
When a man is able to walk away from a woman without feeling scared, without feeling anxious, or without feeling like he's failed, I promise you that woman will find you 50% more attractive by walking away. I promise you. Because we expect that obsession, we expect that attraction already. You know, if a man's coming up to us, we're like, oh, just another guy, I guess, you know, I'm attracting another guy. And then if you're acting like that, and the man is just like, all right, fine. If you're not interested, he walks away. That's where the woman's like, oh, maybe he's not actually that bad. Maybe he was actually interested in me. Maybe I should give him a chance. See that reverse psychology? There's no need to play these games, okay? You have options, act like it, right? I mean, I think the best way to go up to a woman is to not see it as an approach, to see it as an opportunity for her to meet you. If you're going up to a woman, it shouldn't feel like an approach, right? You're not cold approaching a woman. No, she's getting the opportunity to meet you. And if she doesn't like it, you walk away.
You know, a lot of these modern women, I think I heard a woman talking about she wanted essentially a meet cute. Oh, I want him to be, I want him to be in a coffee shop somewhere yearning for me. Huh? I want him to be in a bookstore just sitting there, just so enamored, just longing for my touch, longing to meet me. Are you okay? This is the type of stuff that modern women be talking about. I want a man who matches my energy. I want us to bump into each other. What energy are you bringing to the table? I think we forgot to ask that question. Because a lot of you modern women have attitudes. You have trauma. You have an absolutely stupidly long list of demands. Why would a man want to match that? Why would a man want to be around that? A man's list is about 4 or 5 things. Peace is somewhere towards the top of the list. If your energy is chaos from the jump, probably not going to match it all.
Okay, so this is why the guy on the dating app that you matched with isn't asking you out, and he's making like annoying small talk, and you're like, dude, we're on a dating app. It's time to go on a date. It's genuinely a misunderstanding. Here's what I mean. When a woman's on a dating app, she's using a whole bunch of information to decide if she wants to send a like or to respond to his like. She's going to look at all the pictures. She's going to see how they make her feel. She's going to read all the captions, see how those make her feel. If there's any socials on there, she's going to check those out, see how they make her feel. And then, bloop, like. So by the time they've matched, she's done her research. She knows she wants to go out with this guy. When a guy's on a dating app, it's a completely different experience. Number 1, we rarely read captions. Number 2, we probably don't even look at all your photos. Number 3, we have not even checked out your interests to see if anything's aligned. We just do what dating apps are unfortunately built for, which is no, yes. And then once there's a match, and only once there's a match, do we decide that we want to know more about this person. Check out her social media, look at all her pictures, read the captions. So all the work that a woman did up front, like the pre-like work, the guy hasn't done that until there's been a match and probably a conversation going on. And though a lot of women want to say, well, he's just not masculine, he's not taking the lead, guys are scared to do stuff these days. Guys are logically minded. They know they're on a dating app to ask people out. It is in us to pursue. If he hasn't asked you out yet, it's because he's actually done a little bit of research and he's decided he doesn't want to. Am I right? Am I wrong? Everybody's experience? Tell me. Put it in the comments. Light me up, baby.
Problem is that men don't yearn and men just put in no effort. That's the issue. Most women have never experienced the rose petals and the candles.
Most women have never came home to a dress laying on the bed that their man bought them saying, wear this tonight, be ready by 6, I made dinner reservations. Most men have never taken their woman out on a picnic or so much as written a love note or a poem. There's no yearning. There's no effort. Single.
That's because y'all don't appreciate it. A lot of men did all these things, and the absolute lack of appreciation for it was mind-blowing. The fact that even though they did it, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't top-notch enough. Oh. That's it. That's all it comes down to. You know, they weren't appreciated. Men are like dogs. You reward good behavior, you get good behavior. You reward bad behavior, you get bad behavior. That's it. That's it. A lot of men learn. They were shown lack of appreciation. Nothing was good enough. You're supposed to be entitled to it. But then men were also shown that, hey, you don't do those things, you get rewarded. Right? This is no dig at y'all, ladies. This is no dig, because here's the thing. Y'all all understand this. Y'all all understand this. How many of y'all have been with a man who you did everything for, were doing all the stuff for, and he didn't show you appreciation? Now y'all are like, that, I'll never do that again. Just saying. Same thing, man. Men and women are very, very similar in a lot of ways. And, yeah, y'all already know the answer, but go ahead.
Where are we meeting the men that don't suck? Where are we finding them? Where are all the good men at? Where have all the good men gone? Where are all the good men?
Where do I find the nice guy that wants a simple, healthy relationship?
Oh, where the are you finding good men?
Valid question, but I don't think you're ready for the answer. If you are ready for the answer, then hang around. But I'll tell you where we are. We're at work. We're fishing. We're hunting. We're playing golf. We're doing the things that we love to do. We're at home making dinners. We're living. Because for some reason, no matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, finding and picking the guy that treats you like crap is, I guess, better than trying to find the guy that's going to be there when you get home. He's going to text you. He's not going to play the who's going to text who game first, because he doesn't care. He just wants to talk to you. And he's not going to be like, well, I hope she texts me and then I'll text her. No, he's just going to flat out say, hey, look, I want to talk to you. They're the ones that will give you space when you need it, but also won't give you so much space that they're never there. They're the ones that will fight for you. They're the ones that will pray for you. They're the ones that will be there. Funny thing is for whatever reason, that's not good enough. So you want to know where we are? We're living life. We've been beat down, reduced, tossed to the side, and forgotten about many times. We're tired of it. So when you do find that guy, if that's the guy you're looking for, when you do find that guy, don't play games with him. Tell him how you feel. Put it all on the line. As I'm telling you right now, that guy, he's ready to put it on the line for you. So hopefully that answers your question.
Where are y'all finding these men?
Where are y'all finding these men? Because, baby, I'm a single mom, and it's like 1 in a million that I'm gonna find a man that wants to step up and be a stepdad for my son and care for me. Like, caring for one person is a lot, and men don't even know how to do that. Men can't even stay loyal to a woman. And I'm asking for a man to stay loyal to me and my son. That's like a rare occurrence. Like, especially for a woman that doesn't go out and, like, I don't party, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I really am just a mom. That might be a problem, but I'm vibing. Like, I love being a mom. Is that my entire personality? No. But I'm a single mom. I work from home. Like, this is the life. So I'm just trying to add a little bit of spice. I want to be loved. I want to love someone. Dating apps are just not a thing. They don't work. They don't work. Because with me, I'm not going on no date. Like, the last person I was gonna go on a date with, bro, they tried to have me plan it and me pay. They were talking about, like, yeah, so you're gonna cover your portion? Baby. Like, is it too much to ask for flowers and, like, a proper date? Is that just, like, in this society? Now, I know that my dream man probably isn't in Pennsylvania, but where are you at? And yes, like, I'm putting my faith in God and, like, praying and knowing that, like, he will bring me a man when the time is right. But, like, I'm ready. I'm ready. It's hookup culture. That's what it's about. Men just wanting to get their pee-pees wet and then dip. And honey, that's not happening. That's not happening. There's a trillion other girls that will let your pee-pee get wet. Okay? A lot of girls. I'm not that girl. I'm not. I don't got time to waste. I don't got time to waste. So, what do y'all do? What do y'all do if you don't go out and you don't party and you don't go to bars and you don't, anywhere I'm going, I'm with my son. And you gotta have balls to approach me when I'm with my son. Most men are probably like, oh, she's in a relationship. I'm single. Do I need to wear a freaking single neckband? I will never do that, but maybe I'm just meant to be single for a little bit. Rest of 2023, I'm supposed to be single. Like, I've been single for long enough. I'm ready for a husband. I'm ready for a husband. Like, I am too old. I'm 25, but I'm ready. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready for my husband. Send in your applications. On a serious note, though, I'm 5'11", so, I need a man that's, 6'2" or above. I'm trying to have D1 babies. Okay? Anyways, all right.
But the crazy thing is, a lot of these modern women were in the streets or getting around heavy back in the day. Everybody know them. It's well documented. And now when she gets with a man and a man sniffs that out, will she straight up tell the man, I was out there in the street? She expects the man to overlook that. Instead of understanding where he's coming from, she expects the man to overlook that. Oh, the past is the past. Oh, I've learned. No. The past is information. That's what you say if you're looking at a man's finances. Well, I got to know what you're doing. I got to know your credit score. Credit score is your past, your history, but how you're managing your money. That's what it is. And that's what you want to look at. But then you want a man to overlook all of that and make decisions based on what you telling him. Well, just believe me. You don't even know me. Just listen to what I say. But I'm not going to listen to what you say. I'm going to verify because I'm a woman and I have to. No. if you have to verify what a man is doing, then he's gonna have to verify what you're doing.